Imagine standing on the edge of the world. It's February 17th, 2026. You're surrounded by nothing but towering blue ice and the silent Southern Ocean. Suddenly, the daylight dims, the temperature drops, and the sun transforms into a perfect, glowing circle of fire. This isn't a sci-fi movie. It's the first great celestial event of 2026, the Annular Solar Eclipse. But there's a catch. To see the full ring of fire, you have to go to the most remote place on the planet. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the 2026 Antarctic Eclipse. First, let's talk science. Why a ring and not a total blackout? It all comes down to distance. The moon doesn't orbit Earth in a perfect circle. It's an ellipse. On February 17th, the moon will be near its apogee, the point furthest from Earth. Because it's further away, it appears slightly smaller in our sky. When it passes directly between us and the sun, it isn't big enough to cover the entire solar disk. Instead, it leaves the outer edges of the sun exposed. This is what astronomers call an annular eclipse. It's 96% coverage, creating that iconic ring of fire effect. Location is everything. The path of annularity, the narrow strip where you see the perfect ring, is almost exclusively over Antarctica. It starts in the South Indian Ocean, crosses the icy wilderness of East Antarctica, and peters out near the Ross Sea. If you aren't a scientist at a remote research station like Dumont d'Urville or Casey Station, your only option to see the full ring is by ship. Most eclipse chasers are booking specialized ice-strengthened vessels departing from South America or Australia. It's the ultimate bucket list trip, but it's not for the faint of heart or the light of wallet. Not everyone can make it to the ice. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you'll still see a partial eclipse. In Cape Town, South Africa, about 40% of the sun will be covered. Over in Ushuaia, Argentina, the southernmost city in the world, you'll see a deep partial eclipse of about 80%. Even though it's not the full ring, a partial eclipse in these landscapes is stunning. The light takes on a weird, silvery quality, and the shadows of leaves on the ground turn into tiny crescents. Crucial safety warning. Unlike a total eclipse where you can look briefly during 100% totality, an annular eclipse is never safe to look at with the naked eye. Even at 96% coverage, the remaining 4% of the sun is powerful enough to cause permanent retinal damage, literally burning your eyes in seconds. You need ISO-certified solar filters. If you're using a camera or telescope, you must have a solar filter on the front of the lens. Don't ruin your gear or your vision for a photo. 2026 is actually a double-header year for eclipses, with a massive total eclipse coming to Spain and Iceland in August. But this February, Ring of Fire is the purist's choice. It's wild, it's remote, and it's beautiful. Are you planning to chase the shadow to Antarctica, or will you be watching from home? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit subscribe for our upcoming guide on the Great Spanish Eclipse of August 2026. Clear skies, everyone.